Good evening. We're looking at the weekly cable chart, and you can see where we went to last week. We hit that resistance line. Now, again, that came in just under the 130, and our high was at that point 129.99, and we closed sort of basically mid-range to a little higher. Now, if you look at that weekly pivot point that's coming in at 128.50, this will be for the whole of the week. Now, obviously, with the shenanigans with cable last week as well, we hit the monthly pivot at 126.88. So as we've not broken above this, there is a chance of us coming back down towards these lower levels. We will know, obviously, when Europe opens tomorrow and whether or not we have been able to hold over 128.70. If we have, nice, happy days, we should be able to go back again and test that. If we haven't held above it, if we don't hold above it, then obviously the market is going to come lower. So those are the weekly levels that you really need to have in your head for as we begin the trading session tomorrow morning. Not too bothered about Sunday night, as you know, because it can go anywhere and normally does. But we are holding on to some quite good areas of support. Now, if we look over here at the weekly moving averages, you can see that the 9-week moving average is coming in at 127.36. The 21-week is coming in just above that pivot point at 128.88. So really, this is what you want to watch. As we go into the new week, this trend line here will come in at 129.70. All right, so remember, it's a downward line, so it's going to be a little less higher than what it was last week. So we're looking at around about the 129.70 area. If you look at the weekly indicators, they're all at neutral levels. We do have the weekly stochastics are pointing higher. The ROC is at the zero line, and the RSI are totally neutral. So we'll have a look at the daily and see if we can make a little bit more sense of that. Now, the daily pivot point is coming in at 129.06. Okay, so again, you can see what cable's done the last couple of weeks. I mean, it has been hairy, to be fair, and I think this is going to carry on through now, obviously. So technically, this is not a great time to start trading the markets, I don't think, because you've got so much of the Brexit stuff still coming out, and it's changing every hour. You know, we had a bad day on Friday, a good day on Thursday. God forgives what we had on the Tuesday, but we are looking at the overbought scenario over here. So it could be really that the market has had enough for the time being, does need to come back down. We're above the 3 moving averages that I look at, which is the 921 and the 55 day. Then we won't look at the 200 day, that's too far out. But you've got the 9 day coming in at 128.38, the 21 day coming in at 127.48, and the 55 coming in at 127.78. I will give you all the pivot points that I've done for the week and the daily. I'll post them onto the group a little bit later. But as I said, what you've got to do is just watch those weekly and daily pivot points, and the moving averages and the fib levels, and just basically, unless that does break 130, or at least 130.20, I think the pressure's going to be short term to the downside. Okay, I'll catch you all tomorrow.